Hi, and welcome to my channel, Be Crowned in Glory. And I'm LaShawn, and I'm coming on today because I want to talk a little bit about my weight loss journey. And I started last year, April 28th, and it is now May 2nd, 2025. So I made a video not too long ago and I didn't post it. And the video was about how I didn't take off any weight from January to April. And I didn't post the video because when I played it back and watched it and listened to the information that I was giving out, I only heard excuses that I have come up with why I didn't take off any more weight. And I didn't want to post a video that had excuses, but I will talk about some of the excuses that I made. So during my journey, every month I fast for 10 days. And it helped me take off 90 pounds from April 2024 to December 2024. And I'm happy. I'm proud of the accomplishment. I feel great. I love the way I look. And I was struggling a little bit between January and now. And when I made the video that I didn't post, I had to really listen to what I was saying. And it was just excuses. I wasn't as strict as I was in the beginning of the 9 months that went by. I wasn't eating any starch. I wasn't eating cakes, cookies, candy. I gave up most of those things. And for the past 4 months, I have been indulging in those things more. So the month of April, there was holidays, there were birthdays in my family. And in the past year, where I was saying no to certain things, or maybe just having one slice of cake, I was indulging. So I was putting on 10 pounds, taking off 10 pounds, putting on 15 pounds, taking off 15 pounds. And I found that for the past 4 months, what I've been doing was using fasting to maintain my weight. So I would fast, take off the weight, and then I would go back to my old eating habits and put on weight. Then I would fast again in February, take off weight. And basically that's what I did for the past 4 months. And that's not what I want to do. I don't want to use fasting as a tool to eat whatever I want and then fast to lose the weight. So I want to continue growing in my knowledge of fasting. I want to continue to grow in eating healthier. And it has been so easy to go back to the way that I used to be. And if it wasn't for fasting, I would actually be about 40 pounds heavier, and I would have put some of that weight back on. And that's not what I want. Of course, most of us want to take off the weight, and we love the foods that we're eating, but the foods that we're eating is what got us to where we are to begin with. So for me, that's what I've been doing the past 4 months, yo-yoing 10 pounds, 15 pounds, taking it off. And the reason I'm getting on and expressing to you what my struggle was the past 4 months is because I feel that there's others out there that are doing great, are trying their hardest, you're eating the right things, and then we get comfortable and we backslide. So that was one of my excuses. Another excuse was my body has to get accustomed to the weight that I've lost. But when I sat and thought about it, I said I could have lost more weight had I been as consistent as I was in the past. So that's an excuse. Then I realized that I wasn't journaling, and I was writing in my journal at least every other day. Maybe 3 days would go by without me writing in my journal. And the last time I wrote in my journal was in January. So that just goes to show I wasn't holding myself accountable. Writing in the journal really holds you accountable to what you're eating, how you feel when you're fasting. You know, what are your thoughts? What are you going through? So it's very important. So I went back and I journaled for the past couple of days, and I was saying to myself, what happened that I stopped journaling? And part of it is you really don't want to be held accountable for what you're eating. So it's easy to stop because I don't want to see that I ate, Nothing Bundt Cakes. For those of you all who know about Nothing Bundt Cakes, one just opened in my neighborhood. No, I can't go there. I gotta stop. Not writing in a journal, I, was eating pizza more often. I love pizza. My kids love pizza. So I have had pizza during my weight loss journey, but I wasn't having it every week. So when you journal and you're writing down what you're eating, you kind of look at it and you say, okay, why didn't I lose weight this week? What did I eat? How did I lose? So it answers those questions when you journal. So I went back to writing in my journal. Other excuses. Some things weren't an excuse. Some things I just was doing. I noticed that I was up late at night watching TV. And what happens a lot of the times when you're up late watching TV, you want a snack. So I was snacking on crackers, having, peanut butter on the crackers, drinking fruit juices, which, I make them from home, which is better. But if you're drinking that stuff late and you're eating crackers with it, how am I supposed to continue losing weight if I'm snacking late at night, when in the past I didn't eat anything after 8 o'clock? So I'm saying this to say that I'm human, and I know a lot of us are going through some of the same things. So I wanted to say what was happening with me, why I didn't come down any the past 4 months, and put it out there that I am going to be more consistent. I'm going to start journaling again. I'm going to start, again, not eating after 8 o'clock. And I'm going to cut out the refined foods, which I started picking up again. I did go out to eat when I was on my weight loss journey, but I made healthier choices when it came to picking what I was going to order from a restaurant. So I have to get back on what I did 4 months ago and continue on the journey. So thank you for listening. Thank you for being so supportive. Again, I wanted to be transparent and really let you all know what my struggle has been the past 4 months, why I haven't come down. and I want to stop with the excuses, and we can do this together. We could fight the excuses together, and we could really, get on board with helping each other continue on our health journeys. So thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.